Alright guys, this is another quick video here on the HDR 50 and the new converter Carbine um, from Umarex T4E Carbine, made specifically for the TR50 or the HDR 50. And this was specifically, I got this one from MCS, Modern Combat Sports. Yeah, for this build, I incorporated you guys have seen it before. I've done a 20 round magazine. This one here is 8. It's got 8 additional plus the 6, so it's a 14 rounder altogether, continuous feed. Yeah, we have a tuning run barrel running through here. I show that off in another video how to do this. But this here is just a side HPA mount. I did another HPA where I got the stock coming out of the 360, but this is a different HPA build. Yeah, so we got a 15 CI carbon tank on here, 4,500 PSI. We got a... I'll show you how here. I'll take off the scopes here. The dots. These are just EO fake scopes and magnifier. Alright, I can show you now what I got going on here. So, if you can see, down in here we have, I got 1/8 NPT mods from, he's known as Santa Claus from our group. He got this little genius idea he just happened to chime in on. And you basically tap a thread. Here, I'll show you right here. So, basically it's just, you get these fittings. They're the 1/8 NPT extensions. So it's a female end with a NPT 1/8 and then a male 1/8. And then here's one down in here. This is the first one I did. I didn't leave a part of the hex, so what I did was I tapped all the way down with M13 on the outside, and then, but the first one I did, I tapped all the way through, almost. So, or I filed it down that much, that little knuckle, so I didn't leave any of this part on, like I did with the other one. And here's one right here. So yeah, this one here is going to have to be Loctited in. So, but to incorporate the little mini O-rings, you can do it in the little hex parts right here. And then also you Teflon tape them, or you can Loctite them if you want. But yeah, so it was basically this is a steel one. It was a lot harder to do. So I basically tapped the M13 by one thread to match the back of the valve here, where the brass cap is, where you push to degas it, that little pin. So yeah, now this screws right in the back, and then you either have your extension or your 90-degree elbow coming out. It takes about 2 inches off. All those setups you see me building with my side mount, it's going to eliminate about 2 inches roughly. So yeah, it's going to shorten your setup 2 inches. So it's going to make, like, even when you put it right on the side of any pistol or marker, it's really compact now, but I'll show those after. Yeah, so I have a brass one in here. It's like this, and then yeah, we got, so yeah, we have a straight 90-degree MPT coming out and up, and then we have another one of these. Then we have another 90 degrees, and then 2 extensions, and then the HPA adapter. But I'll show you how to make those in a second. But anyways, here's how it looks, guys. I got it carved out in the shell, so you can see the fitting going in there. That's the piece I tapped going into a 90-degree 1/8, and then straight up to that configuration I just showed you. And then there's another 90-degree, and then the 2 extensions, and then right into your universal HPA adapter, then your tank of choice. Yeah, I get the 14 round mag. You can see we got 14 continuous shots. We got the Home Defense 24 tuning run barrel. You can also put the Home Defense 24 that can silencer they have. You can put that on too if you got one. But yeah, so basically how I did those, how I made these bits. See, that little brass one there is the same. That's the first one I made, but I ended up grinding the whole piece down. So whenever I use this one, you plug it in and just really thread the tape tight, or just use some Loctite and put it in. Keep it for a permanent setting. That way you don't have to keep screwing with it and opening it. But yeah, this one's a steel one, so it's going to be a lot better, a lot stronger. Yeah, and it's got a little slot for the O-rings. The other one too. The brass one has a little bit more meat on it for a good O-ring. Plus you can, like, right down in there, right here, you can carve a little ditch for an O-ring to seat down into. I still have to do that with this one. But yeah, the way I did that is you just start out with one of these. Here, hold on. Yeah, you just start out with one of these guys. And then I put it in my drill, my ghetto lathe. And then basically I just put my finger up against the edge, and then I line my drill, or sorry, my file up, and then you just spin. Just hold there, hold there, hold there. It's going to get hot. Wear a glove. Once you get a nice little groove, you'll round out. And then you can leave a nice little chunk, so that way for a wrench to go around. And that way you can still have a round plug, and then that way you can seat an O-ring in on the thread. And then it'll lock it in the back of the valve. And then you can also put Loctite or threads too with the O-ring. But anyways, this file here is not quite long enough. Whereas down here at the bottom it gets thicker. So yeah, just spin that, spin that, spin that, spin that all the way down. And then, where is it? I have a tap here that I was using. Yeah, this guy right here. It's an M13 tap. And then basically, you just thin this down until you can get this on just enough to start spinning. And then yeah, I just spun that with a wrench and then into the vice grips here, and that's how I did all my threads. The brass is really soft. It cuts really nice and easy. The steel's a pain in the ass. You gotta keep backing up, or you'll get fragments in the threads and it'll ruin it. So you gotta be very careful when you're dealing with the steel. Just take your time and go back and forth, just a couple of a half turn, and come back and forth, and then just keep advancing and going back, and then back out a bit, wipe and blow all the fragments away. Just, you don't want to keep twisting it, and twisting and twisting and twisting and twisting. I even use a little lube too. But yeah, and then yeah, that's pretty much it for this, guys. The only real drum work I had to do was pretty much just a hole pretty much going straight down in. I was going to come out the side, or on that side maybe, but it would interfere with the stock. So now I want the stock to fold. So there, I can have my stock folding. And then put your screws back on. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys, for this build. Yeah, this is a very awkward way of opening and closing this stock. It's almost like the reverse as the other ones I have. And yeah, you just put your scopes, your red dots back on, or whatever your sights you like. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Santa Claus, thanks for the tip on how to do these. You did the 90-degree ones. I just did these straight guy. I ordered the 90-degree ones, but me being so impatient, I had some of these sitting around, so I did these ones instead. And they work great. And yes, I had to remove a little bit of plastic. Like down here on the marker, like just a little bit of plastic. I had to like come straight down and then out. So just like a little corner, I had to remove the plastics. That way I could turn my fitting. The 90-degree can spin. Otherwise, I have it now set so I can open and close it without opening the gun. Otherwise, you have to open up the whole gun completely and then screw it into the valve and then shut it back up. So I cut a little piece of the plastic out, and now it allows me to spin. Now I don't have to open up all the whole entire plastic shell with all them screws just to get put it in. So yeah, that's it for that, guys. And the little baby mag holder fits on here perfect. You got 4 magazines in there from Home Defense 24. All the tuning run barrels. We got the Torsikev magazine. This is my Byrna TCR 4 grip. Absolutely one of my favorite grips. Comfortable, very comfortable, light. This is Laser Max Spartan laser and strobe laser combo. And then yeah, just all the EOFig. I got a PEC box on here, PEQ box. It's all 1/8 MPT fittings with the M13 thread that we tapped onto here, so we can screw right into the valve. Yeah, there's going to be some pretty interesting builds coming from these things, I'm pretty sure. Stay tuned, guys. Y'all stay safe, have fun, and take care as always. Stay safe.